News, we have a trade. Monet Davis to ESPN and to ESPN2. You might know him. Alex Rodriguez, thank you so much for joining us for happening here.
We got the short end of that trade, but here we are. Here we are.
Plenty of people are going to write articles about it, and we'll see in a few days' time what we've got. So there's the official deal and the graphic trading number 3 for number 13.
It'll make all the headlines.
So here we are, and the best dress obviously going to us because we've got the great jerseys.
I wish I had a jersey.
I'll give you this one after the game.
You gotta have someone hook you up with one.
Yeah, I gotta know someone.
Yeah.
Get more connections. Come on.
I'm working.
So what do you think of this game so far, Alex? Ahmed Rosario with a beautiful shot to left field, but not much going outside of that.
Well, first of all, I'm envious that I'm not playing. I just love these events. I love Williamsport, what it means. You know, I posted a picture today when I was 12 and how much I loved it. I went from Miami to San Francisco. These are memories that you never forget. And I just love the event. The place is beautiful. And now Mr. Ohtani's coming up, so I'm going to shut up.
Fair enough. So you did play Little League as a kid, correct?
I did. I played at the Boys and Girls Club.
Favorite memory?
I think just that. I mean, I come from very, very humble beginnings, and I didn't have a lot of money. My mom worked 2 jobs, and because of baseball, I got to fly cross-country from Miami to San Francisco, from Miami to Austin, Texas, and I was able to represent Miami and the U.S. as a little kid because of baseball. So.
And here is Mr. Shohei Ohtani now. In the pregame, you were describing Ohtani. It's so interesting how to describe him. But you said he was a mix of 3 certain players. Tell us a little bit about that comparison that you made and what he brings to the table for this ball club.
He's almost impossible to compare to one player. Obviously, what he's doing, we haven't seen in over a century, if ever. And the 3 players that I compared him, imagine if he had the power of a Bryce Harper, if you have the pitchability of a Max Scherzer, and then you had the running speed of a Trey Turner. And luckily for us, we get to see all that package into this one 6'4", 210-pound Japanese charismatic package.
And that we do. He always plays with that energy, and he puts some power on that one, but foul evens up the count at 2-2. So a really solid game so far. You were also here 2 years ago as well, and unfortunately no international teams this year in the Little League World Series. I know you were interacting with some of the Little League players before the game. Any of them have any exciting things to say, or maybe some favorite quotes that you heard from some of the kids that they were throwing at you?
No, I think it's just more their reaction, their interaction, having conversations with them, their excitement, their optimism. But, you know, what I think folks at home sometimes do not understand, that just because you're wearing a big league uniform and you're in a big league park, nothing changes. I played for 25 years professionally, and I was just as nervous in Yankee Stadium as I was nervous in the Boys and Girls Club. It's human people making human decisions, making human plays, and it's exciting when you see both of them merge, the big leaguers and the 12-year-olds come together. It's phenomenal.
And one of the things I really respect about your career is you made your professional debut at 18, correct?
That's right.
We're making I guess you could say our debuts at 18, 17 as well, but when you originally got to the major leagues, what would you say was the biggest hurdle that you had to overcome? Not from a physical standpoint, maybe more of a mental standpoint, that younger ball players don't really develop until they've been there, done that for a few years.
Well, first of all, you get imposter syndrome, right? You're wondering, like, do I belong, right? We all feel that way. We still feel that way, right? And the truth is, when I looked at my colleagues, there's a little hit-and-run play.
There we go. David Fletcher dropping one in the right field, and the hit and run as Ohtani advancing to third. So the go-ahead run, and Justin Upton is going to come up to the plate with the runners on the corners and just one out in the top of the third. It's another beautiful night from Williamsport. 84 degrees as the sun is beginning to set, and it's an elimination game between New Hampshire and Oregon. Now let's take a minute and present you with the team's lineup from Hooksett, New Hampshire. And Monet, he's looking to shake off a really rough day yesterday against South Dakota. He came in the bottom of the 5th, and he gave up the 3-run home run to Gavin Weir that won South Dakota the game, and he also made the last out. So as a pitcher yourself back in the day, how do you shake that off after not even a one-day layoff?
But, you know, LeBranch just has speed.
This one hit well to left center, and it is gone! A two-run homer in the first, and it comes from the starting pitcher and the coach's son, Mason DeVale. 2-0 for the team from Hooksett, New Hampshire already. Bottom one from Lamedy, and it's already 2-0 Hooksett, New Hampshire over Lake Oswego, Oregon. Speaking of the latter, let's get a look at their lineup. 0-2. This one is high, and mamma mia, it is gone! 3 more runs for New Hampshire. Tristan Lucier to the moon and back. 7-0 New Hampshire.
You said the top of the order was 5 for 5. Make that 6 for 6. An absolute bomb. Turned on that ball, was able to take it deep. That was past the second brick fence back there.
And 2 home runs from the 1-2-3 men in this order for New Hampshire. This offense is unreal.
Just a breaking ball that just drops right in the zone, and he waits back and just turns on that pitch.
And we knew Lucier had it in him. He's been the star so far this tournament for New Hampshire. Heading into this game, he was 2 for 4 with a home run and a ribby. Now make it 2 homers and 4 RBIs. The 1-2 and a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Robertson to end the inning, but 10 hits in this game and 8 runs to show for it. Another look at the home run shot and one excited mom in the stands. 8-0 New Hampshire.
Yeah, I have to. I mean, said the right things.
Sturgeon with a line drive to center field, and Oregon finally puts one on the board as Crew Corey scores, and the bases still loaded with no outs. RBI single from Cole Sturgeon, and he's loving it.
Bit of a hiatus before playing. The last game they played was Saturday.
Through the hole in the right field, make it 6 runs in this inning for Oregon. Ben Robertson comes in on the RBI single. 8-6 your score in the top of the third from Lamedy in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. It's just been an absolutely wild game. 10 hits from New Hampshire, only 3 from Oregon, but 4 errors committed in the bottom of the second from New Hampshire, and it's just a 2-run game. Uh-oh. Thanks for the monitor. I got a bit of a heads up to dugouts here.
Hey, dugout.
Dugout, you're back for more even after my horrible driving. And my not so impressive bottom of the second either. T-Mobile is going to bat for Little League to help more kids play ball. The T-Mobile Little League Call-Up Grant has raised over $3.5 million to cover registration fees, helping over 17,000 kids and counting play America's game. New Hampshire extends their lead by 1. And let's get a look at what's going on at the hill right now. They are just rolling down, having fun from Lamedy.
That extra boost that you should believe in yourself.
And he goes down swinging. Acevedo picks up a critical strikeout with the bases loaded, and his team still leads by 4. Swing and a miss now behind 1 and 2. LeBranch, his favorite actor is Adam Sandler, and a lot of kids' favorite actor is Adam Sandler, but the famous actor is following this team very closely. Grounded to third, routine throw to first, 1 away. Let's get a look at how Adam Sandler, who used to play with this Little League, said on Twitter, North Hooksett Manchester Little League are now the New England champs. Holy cow. Next stop, Williamsport. Me and my whole team are pulling for you. And right in the middle of the front row is a young future Hollywood star. Hopefully you're watching tonight, Adam, or at least find out the result of this one. And here's his twin, Kalen, with the beam to right field, and it will carry over the fence. The Lucier twins dominating from Williamsport, tacking on 2 more runs. Unbelievable. Kalen and Tristan score. 14th hit of the night for New Hampshire. And the Twins tonight as we get the 360 shot of the blast. are 5 for 8, 2 homers, and 6 RBIs. They have batted in half of New Hampshire's 12 runs. And right field is becoming their best friend. And that's the last out of the top of the 5th. Crooked numbers in 3 of New Hampshire's 5 innings. And just all smiles, and a nice-looking smile on Kaylin Lucier.
Get a hit, maybe.
And unfortunately, Luke Smith does make the last out in an elimination game. New Hampshire is playing Ohio tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Bottom of the 5th from Lamedy Stadium in the 2021 Little League World Series. Jacoby Acevedo still on the mound for New Hampshire, showing bunt and fouling it off. Cole Sturgeon. (12-6) the score, as New Hampshire now has put up crooked numbers in the 1st, 2nd, and 5th innings, and they've scored every single inning at least 1 run. Already the highest scoring game so far this year in the Little League World Series, and a whiff to make it 0-2.
Good swing there. Looked like he just pulled his head out a little bit, trying to rip the ball. It's really important for Oregon right now to just get on base.
Ball.
Breaks off the plate, and he's awarded ball 1. And Sturgeon, he is a super athlete, not only a great baseball player here, as we'll see what he does on the 1-2, take ball 2, but he's also recently taken up fencing. Yes, that is the same kid, and he could take any of us out. Just such an interesting sport for a kid so young to pick up.
There you go.
2-2 the count.
I wouldn't want to be anywhere near someone with one of those fencing poles.
No. And I'm curious, Monet, I know that you play softball, you've played baseball, you love basketball as well, you play basketball. Is there any other sports you've tried over the years?
I played soccer growing up.
Played soccer?
Played soccer all the way up until high school. Actually tried lacrosse once. Wasn't.
How'd that go?
I was on defense, so like it wasn't too much going on, and I just caught the ball and just threw it as far as I can down the field, which isn't the best thing. But I want to learn golf and also tennis. So hopefully, whenever I get some free time, maybe in the summer or whenever, I can try to learn those.
So that one not a part of the 15-year plan, maybe more of the 5-year plan.
Maybe more of just a year plan.
Okay.
Maybe at Hamilton this year, you'll be able to run on the tennis courts a little bit. No?
Hampton has a great tennis team, and I don't want to disturb that.
Cole Sturgeon strikes out swinging. Luke Smith shows bunt. Foul down the left field line. 0-1. Oregon needing some offense. They are the, quote, home team in this game, so they will get the bottom of the 6th as well, as they are looking at this 6-run deficit in this elimination game. The 0-1, and really good stuff from Jacoby Acevedo. 36 pitches in now after he took over for Duvall earlier in the game. The 0-2 on the way and upstairs. Go Luke Viduke.
These Oregon hitters looking really comfortable with 2 strikes, being able to take the pitches that aren't to them, fouling off the ones they don't like, just looking really comfortable and poised at the plate.
Yeah, Monet, speaking of poise, we've seen some really strong at-bats from both sides. Guys are just finding ways to consistently keep battling behind in the count. Swing and a miss, strikeout.
Why would your kids need a Greenlight debit card? Imagine a debit card and app designed to help them develop healthy financial habits, to teach them how to save and encourage them to set their own goals. Now imagine the difference it could make in their lives, in their futures. Greenlight.
4th strikeout tonight for Acevedo, but going back to that point, we've just seen some great at-bats so far from both teams.
Ball.
And I've noticed that these 3 batters have showed bunt just to try to, sneak base runners on, which isn't a bad idea, but hopefully, after putting yourself in a hole, you can easily climb back. Just like you said, they're having great at-bats, and, still have an inning left to try to, put up runs. They already scored 6 in 1 inning, so I think they can do it.
No on, nobody out. Pitch high and away, lands for ball 1.
In order to score 6 runs, they'll have to get a rally started. As we all know, 2-out rallies are pretty famous. Ellis Bain looks to start one here.
Bain, a good take.
2-1.
Ahead in the count, 2 balls, 1 strike. Now over 40 pitches for Acevedo. Looking to get his 3rd out here in the bottom of the 5th. Still cannot get that ball to drop. On top of the zone, 3-1.
We've been talking all about sports. Ellis Bain, actually a swimmer. He likes to swim. Doesn't do it competitively, but does it in his free time.
And that is a walk for him on the 3-1. And this is a wild stat about him. And the swimming is great. But Bain is actually a distant relative of a late MLB Hall of Famer, Ty Cobb, who played back all the way in the 1920s and was a great player, as I mentioned. Also, all these kids are saying they want to visit Hawaii. You know where he wants to visit? Pompeii. Just a super unique kid with a very interesting story, and a 2-out walk has him on first. Chase Kelly ahead 1-0. Acevedo deals. And Monet, another one, too high.
There were a lot of high pitches this inning, and got some swings and some just aren't going for it. So, hopefully with this 2-0 count, he just relaxes and throws a strike and just gets himself in the groove.
He can't find the groove there. Another ball issued upstairs from Acevedo. Kelly in the driver's seat, 1 for 3 tonight. He's now thrown 7 balls in a row. And finally, the streak ends with a strike right down Broadway, 3-1. Runner on first, 2 outs. Oregon still trails 6. Bain on first. 3-1 outside, no, it gets the call. And the count full. Acevedo about to deal his 50th pitch. Looking for out number 3. And he doesn't get it. That pitch looked to be in a similar location.
Good eye.
But called a ball.
Way to extend.
And on the full count, a walk. Back-to-back walks issued by Jacoby Acevedo. Here comes Robertson.
You got 2 outs, all right? You got to be rolling.
Monet, did you ever have that happen to you where you threw the exact same pitch twice, but it was called a ball one time and a strike another?
No, but I had an incident happen in Cooperstown at one of the tournaments. I threw a fastball down the middle and was called a ball, and then threw a curveball down the middle and was also called a ball, and we ended up losing that game in the semifinals, and it was a heartbreaker.
But you didn't lose your cool.
No,
or
but
did you?
but I did shed some tears because I saw my teammates crying because it was a good tournament for us. It was our last tournament as a travel team on the small field, so I felt bad once I saw my teammates crying, and I think after the game I hugged each and every one of them and just was like, it's all right, we're gonna bounce back from this.
Robertson lines one right through the hole in the center of the field, and the bases are loaded after the single from Ben Robertson. A 2-out rally from Oregon in the bottom of the 5th, looking to change this ball game. And the cleanup hitter, Ethan Euchre, to the batter's box, looking to tighten the 6-run lead. Acevedo deals in the dirt, but really good play from the catcher, Chauvette, to make sure that wasn't a wild pitch.
Monet, how important is it right now for their momentum for them to at least score 1 run here with 2 outs?
It gives them that boost of confidence. Like I keep saying confidence, but it's huge at this age. Just giving yourself that confidence. So even just scoring 1 run that puts you 1 step closer to being able to score 5. They have bases loaded right now, and they could do that next inning as well. So even just scoring 1, that'll help them. Scoring 2 is even better. But just coming out of this inning with a run will be huge for them.
2 balls and a strike to Ethan Euchre. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Acevedo, pitch on the way, and it does not get the lower third of the zone, 3-1. 57 pitches now for Acevedo. and he did not start this game. 3-1. Whacked. Foul to left field.
We've seen some really good hacks that just happen to be falling foul. These boys taking advantage, the righties and the lefties, of pulling the ball and sending it as far as it can go.
Oregon now up to 7 hits on the game. Looking for a critical 8th hit with the bases loaded. The payoff. Acevedo. Fly ball to right field. Micho has it. And getting out of a bases-loaded jam is Jacoby Acevedo. 12-6 New Hampshire after 5.